Cancer. Over the next few days, the energy is asking you to notice patterns that keep repeating in your life. Sometimes it feels like no matter what you do, the same situations or challenges show up again. This reading will help you see where old habits or responses are holding you back and how you can approach things differently. We're using oracle cards to guide this insight, giving practical and emotional clarity so you can make real, positive changes. The first card is the Nine of Swords. This card shows worry, anxiety, and sleepless nights. For Cancer, it reflects the way your mind replays old problems, making them feel bigger than they are. It's not that the challenges are new, it's that your mind is stuck on them. Emotionally, the Nine of Swords reminds you that it's okay to feel stress, but that stress doesn't have to control your decisions. You've carried a lot silently, and now it's time to recognize those worries for what they are. Practically, this card encourages writing down your thoughts and identifying which worries are real and which are old fears resurfacing. When you break them apart, you can respond instead of reacting automatically. Spiritually, the Nine of Swords asks you to be gentle with yourself. Your anxiety doesn't define you, and small steps toward clarity are enough to start a shift. The second card is the Two of Pentacles. This card is about balance and managing multiple things at once. For Cancer, it highlights that juggling responsibilities or emotions may have caused repeating problems. You might feel like you're constantly switching focus but never landing on real solutions. Emotionally, the Two of Pentacles reminds you to breathe and slow down. You don't have to handle everything perfectly. Shifting how you prioritize can make the same old challenges feel more manageable. Practically, this card encourages planning and organizing. Decide what needs your attention first and what can wait. By creating small routines or systems, you can prevent the cycle from repeating. Spiritually, the Two of Pentacles asks you to trust your ability to adapt. Flexibility and patience now open up space for new responses and choices that weren't visible before. The third card is the Page of Cups. This card represents new emotional insights and creative ways of seeing a situation. For Cancer, it shows that a fresh perspective is coming, a gentle, intuitive nudge that you don't have to respond the same way you always have. Emotionally, the Page of Cups encourages openness and curiosity. Instead of reacting from fear or habit, allow yourself to feel your emotions fully and see what they teach you. Practically, this card suggests experimenting with new approaches. Try communicating differently, expressing yourself honestly, or letting someone else help you in a situation you usually handle alone. Spiritually, the Page of Cups is a reminder that emotional growth comes from exploring your feelings without judgment. Every time you notice a repeated pattern, you have a chance to respond differently. The fourth card is the Eight of Wands. This card signals movement and rapid changes. For Cancer, it shows that once you apply new ways of responding, results can happen faster than expected. Situations that felt stuck start moving once you shift your approach. Emotionally, the Eight of Wands brings relief and excitement. You might feel a sense of energy returning, a feeling that things are finally catching up to your efforts. Practically, this card encourages action. Take the small steps you've been thinking about. Send the message, make the call, or set the boundary. Momentum is now on your side. Spiritually, the Eight of Wands reminds you that change is natural when you align your response with clarity. You're learning that new energy follows new choices, and repeating old reactions isn't necessary anymore. If you want a full detailed reading for 2026, covering finances, relationships, and personal growth, after seeing this shift in your patterns, I'm offering a 2026 forecast for $155. Like, share, and subscribe if this reading resonates. It helps others who need this guidance find it. The fifth card is the King of Cups. This card represents emotional balance and control. For Cancer, it shows that after noticing your repeating patterns, you are stepping into a place where your emotions guide you without controlling you. You start responding from calm awareness rather than automatic reaction. Emotionally, the King of Cups reminds you that it's okay to feel deeply, but still make clear, steady decisions. You're learning to notice your feelings without letting them overwhelm your choices. Practically, this card suggests using your emotions as information. If a situation triggers the same old reaction, pause and ask yourself, what is my heart really telling me? Respond from that place, rather than from fear or habit. Spiritually, the King of Cups highlights emotional maturity. You are moving into a cycle where your heart, mind, and intuition work together, helping you break the loop of old responses. The sixth card is the Justice card. This card represents clarity, fairness, and cause and effect. For Cancer, it shows that the new responses you're developing will create real balance in your life. Patterns repeat when actions are disconnected from clear choices, and Justice asks you to act with honesty and awareness. Emotionally, Justice reminds you to be fair with yourself and others. Some past mistakes or repeated behaviors aren't failures. They're lessons guiding you toward better decisions. Practically, this card encourages clear decision-making. Write down your options, consider consequences, and choose actions that align with your long-term well-being rather than short-term comfort. Spiritually, Justice reminds you that every choice matters. When you respond differently than before, even small changes bring a ripple effect that prevents the same problems from coming back. The seventh card is the Ace of Swords. This card represents clarity, truth, and new ideas. For Cancer, it shows that your insight into repeating problems is the key to solving them. You're starting to see things in a way you didn't before, giving you the chance to act in a more effective way. Emotionally, the Ace of Swords encourages honesty with yourself first. Recognize where old habits or fears have been driving your responses, and make space for a new approach. Practically, this card asks you to communicate clearly. Whether it's setting boundaries, expressing needs, or asking for help, clarity prevents confusion and repeats. Take notes, plan your words, and act decisively. Spiritually, the Ace of Swords reminds you that understanding the truth about a pattern gives you power to change it. Your mind and heart are finally aligned to respond in ways that serve you. The eighth and final card is the Star. This card represents hope, renewal, and guidance. For Cancer, it shows that when you apply these new responses, you move into a place of healing and confidence. You start trusting yourself and the process of life. Emotionally, the Star brings relief and inspiration. You feel lighter knowing that repeating the same problem isn't your destiny. You have tools to handle situations differently. Practically, this card encourages small but consistent actions toward change. Even tiny shifts in how you respond can have big effects over time. Spiritually, the Star confirms that transformation is real. The patterns of the past lose their hold as you practice new responses. You're stepping into a period of trust, alignment, and personal growth. Affirmation for you. I respond with awareness and calm. Old patterns no longer control me. I trust myself to make choices that lead to growth and peace.